Hey everybody, it's Leila Hell. I'm back for another tarot review. I'm going to review a tarot deck that I got over the holidays called the Golden Universal Tarot. Now, I've been really heavily feeling Rider-Waite based decks that have a different kind of illustration than the traditional Rider-Waite, as in those that were colored alternatively to Pixie's original version. And I went and I made the borders black because black inked, well, not borders. I keep saying borders, I meant to say edges. I made the edges of these cards black because I feel that they give the edge an extra little push. It's just that very last detail that makes a deck stand out. And the box has the gold foil. It's really cool. I like the fact that it has this dotted it's kind of like dotted rays, or like it feels like a glow that, you know, kind of like a braille type of situation. It's really cool. The texture of this deck is really great. So something that I've really started to enjoy about decks is modifying them, making them personal, making them my own. And if you remember, I did that with the Nefertari Tarot as well. I've always wanted to take decks that have perhaps like blue backs and blue borders with blue marker, or some of the people on the Eclectic Tarot forum actually go ahead and purchase metallic ink through ink pads or something, or it's just a special type of ink that they rub on the sides, and it looks like the gilded edges, like let's say the Gilded Tarot, the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. So this deck is really cool. Lately, I'm just really vibing with decks that deviate from the usual drawings, because it's in the little elements, or in the added like nuances of the details of the drawings that you pick up your psychic information, or you pick up little nuances that become personal to the reading of the client. Let's say you're not just talking about the lovers and the weird flying hamster over them. You also start seeing the house behind them, and then, okay, well, maybe they're getting married and they want to get a house. So it's just symbols that stand out because of the fact it's different from the usual Rider-Waite, and the illustration style is more, I don't want to say it's more current. It's just a different type of stylization, very different from Pamela Coleman Smith. So I'm going to show you some of the cards. I already interviewed this deck for my blog, but I haven't had the chance to use it for my clients. So okay, here we have the gold ink versus the sky. This could be like a silver lining to a problem where you have all these options and you don't really know what to pick, right? But then you see this gold sheen in the back and you're like, but there's a solution. There's always a silver lining to any situation. So there you go. Right there, you have a solution. A new interpretation for the same old cards. Okay. So here we have the people that are deceased, that have fallen, and we have death praying over what appears to be a pope. And all these fallen people, they've dropped objects. So, to interpret this, it could be lost objects, objects that are no longer in your life. So let's say you have a reading and somebody comes to ask you, well, okay, am I going to be able to find my lost ring? The item is lost. Obviously, death is kind of the overkill here, but you just see the scattered items. And let's say this is in a bigger spread. Well, you can start seeing which elements it is that are lost. Is it a pentacle, maybe? I'm just throwing it out there. It's a really cool deck. I'm really digging it, and I can't wait to start using it for my readings. Whoa! That was cool. I'm really digging these cards. As recently as yesterday, I found out that this deck has been produced without the gold foil. But I don't know. I like the decks with a little bit of bling to them, something that makes them different from everything else that is out there on the market. And the backs of these cards are also very good looking. Hierophant. See the keys with the gold foil. How about we give this deck a test and see how it reads? I'm not going to do my usual prayer because it's just a little test. So, 1 and 2. Ha! Okay, this one almost came directly to me. So let's say you have a problem. You have a reason why you need a reading. This deck offers solutions. The Page of Wands seems like a motivating factor. Well, if you like join the two elements, it's not a harmonious mix when you get air and fire. Maybe it is in terms of the zodiac, but in terms of playing cards, it would not be a very harmonious mix. Interesting. I like how thin this deck is, like the thinner cardstock, and how it fits in your hand. It's very easy to shuffle like so, riffle shuffle. It's really easy to shuffle it the long way around, which my hands are kind of small. It's not very easy to do that. The cards fan out very easily, and they're very attractive. This feels like the kind of deck that you use when you want to show off for a client in person, and you don't want to take out anything that's too rare from your collection. You can take this one out with the gold bling and the usual Rider-Waite. I feel like this is familiar. It's something that's not going to be intimidating to other people. Even though I saw some of the darker cards, and that devil looks pretty mean. There is also nudity. Let me see if I can find the devil for you. Yeah, there's a lot of nudity here. Oh, this is really cool. That feels like you're spiraling into a really, really dark place in your mind. So definitely these new, refreshed renditions of the Rider-Waite are very attractive to me. I think they look great. Oh, the moon. Always excited to see the moon. I think it looks great. Didn't find the devil here. My devil's hiding. Oh, here he is. This is ugly. Ugly in a good way. Kind of intimidating, huh? Well, this is the Golden Universal Tarot by Reviw. And it's definitely something that you want in your collection. Rather, if you want to do special readings for yourself, or perhaps if you want to impress your friends, impress your clients, and you're going to do an event in person, definitely recommend this. It reads just like any other Rider-Waite, but you have the luxury of being able to draw new things from the same old friend that you always have carried around if you started your journey with the Rider-Waite system. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.